What's up, everybody? Here we go. World Baseball Classic. That's right. You heard me correct. It is the World Baseball Classic. It is Canada. It is Colombia. Here we go. Some World Baseball Classic goodness. We don't stop for nothing. We're a little bit late to the party, but we're jumping on in. Let's go, Canada. Picking this one up in the top of the second inning. Little running around this morning, trying to get stuff done, but had to get here for some baseball action. So welcoming Go Canada. That is right. Animation, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Saturday morning as we're just getting things in order. This pitch going to be in there for a strike. Good pitch, good pitch. Again, we're just getting ourselves set. Soroka on the mound versus Ursula here. Soroka, 22 pitches, 21 pitches thrown right now. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. We are here in Toronto, cheering on Team Canada. Here's the pitch. Soroka in there for, oh, that looked pretty good to me. But it goes to a full count, 3-2. Michael Soroka, born Calgary, Alberta, Canada, stands 6'5", 250 pounds. He's a big man. Feet is hopping all over the place. But that one brushed him back. He's going to walk him, puts one on. Just a little high. No need to fall that far back. You got a playoff hockey game. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's why we were a little late this morning. I had to run and get the skates sharpened. I had to get the skates sharpened for the boys. But here we go. Baseball. Pool A action. 93 miles an hour in. Mariaga, Jesus Mariaga, stepping in his second career WBC appearance. Getting set, ready to deliver the action. Here's the pitch. Misses down outside. We saw Canada take on the Blue Jays a couple of days ago. That was a big time game, high scoring game. Well, let's see. Hopefully Canada can wheel it in. How they can bring the ropes in a little bit. 2-1 is a count now. Runner on from that walk earlier. And again, thanks so much for joining us here. Soroka delivers. That one is going to be low again. Low again. Got to get in there. Got to be strong. Got to be right in there. Grounder, that's going to be thrown over. Nice play. Fielder's choice, one out, one runner on. Come on, Canada. Let's do it. We want to see some big, big muscle here by the Canadians. Would love this to be the year that their team, our team, actually puts up a good performance. Let's go, Canada. Again, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. I know we're late to the show here today. Coming up here is Volheen now in the 7 spot. Daniel Volheen, 2025 in the minors in high A with a 193 average. And again, I know we're here late, so we're just kind of getting things set up. This is going to be thrown to second. Got him trying to steal. Got him. That's it. Canada throws him out. What a nice play. What a nice play. Canada coming out. They're going to take a commercial break. The Canadians due up, caught stealing, thrown out at second base. That was huge. That was huge. Needed that one, right? Needed that one big time. All right, welcome in, everybody. We're still getting some things set up here. As this is kind of last minute. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Again, just last minute kind of throwing this all together, making sure we could be here together. Woo-wee. Blue Jays coming up tomorrow, but today it is Team Canada. There's so much to talk about, which we're going to get into in just a little bit, but I want to finish making some little tweaks and adjustments here as we're literally throwing this together on the fly the way we do. Oh my goodness. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? Samuel, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Even if you get rid of the spinning baseball, no chicken parm ever again. Yeah, I wish I had a Canada one to put up there over the little thing, but hey, we'll do our best. We'll make do with what we got. All right, so I think this should be good. I think we're good now. Just trying to make sure we got all of our ducks in a row. You know what I do have to change? You know what? There's one thing I do have to change, and we'll make this change. But welcome in, and again, good morning, everybody. I hate setting these things up on the fly, but I literally came in from the hockey store getting all the skates sharpened, and we're like, hey, you know what? The game is just starting. Maybe we should pop up and get this going. So that is how fast, how quick of a decision this was. So let me make one change here. We're gonna say change. Give me 1 second. Whoops. Oh, smokes. Okay, first round World Baseball Classic action. Here comes Canada. First pitch going to be hit hard. Coming up here is Lopez. Otto Lopez, his second appearance in the Classic. Last year with the Marlins, averaging .246. Would like to see him get some really, really good offense going. Let's update this here. All right, there we go. Hopefully that's better. Sarah, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Here's a pitch going to be hit right back to the pitcher. That's going to be an easy underhand toss over, and just like that, first out is recorded. Bergner on the mound here for Colombia. Austin Bergner. In the spring so far, he's had 2 games played, 1.2 innings. Not really much going on, but getting a chance. Early in the spring, gotta love early spring baseball. Oops, let me talk about baseball. Let me get that baseball away. It's what happens as we get things set on the fly. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. I appreciate it. Okay, I think we got everything in order. I think we're good. Oh, I could take that other score off. Let's see, we got to get this other score out of there. Don't need that anymore. Tomorrow, the Blue Jays taking on Detroit. Here's Toro for Team Canada. Toro, the third baseman. Abraham Toro going to drop this one in. It's going to take a Canadian hop, running over to the line in left field. A long throw, sliding into second base. He is safe. Toro in there with a double. Hey, Kevin Diablo, good morning. B. Disney, good morning. Snowman, what's going on? Andrew, hello there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. To Colombia, plus 120. Favorite NFL team, Snowman, for me, it's the Buffalo Bills. Bills are my team. Being from Toronto, got to go with the Bills. They are close to home. But welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us this morning for some World Baseball Classic action. Nice to get an early morning game. So here comes Naylor, and he's going to nail this one to the right side, and it's going to be just foul. Bo Naylor, 5'9", 10 at-bats this spring. He's got 5 hits. That's not bad, a .500 average. Last year in the regular season, he only hit 195. But Bo Naylor stepping up here, half of the Naylor brothers. Let's go, Canada. Colts, the Pacers. Ooh, Nate, some good teams in there. So, Nate, for me, it's all Toronto. The Maple Leafs, the Raptors, the Bills, closest to Toronto, and the Blue Jays. Call me a homer. Here's the pitch to Naylor. Going to pop this one down the left side. Not deep enough, and that's going to be an easy catch. 2 down now, 2 down. I'm here to, yeah, Diablo, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Pronounce it, Colombia. Colombia. It's the Canadian in me, Samuel. Always wants to add the U. And it's funny because originally setting it up, you know, we had it set up with the O, and then we looked over at Sportsnet, and they flashed it up with the U, and I'm like, now I'm just confused. It's all the Canadian translations. Hey, Theo, Sam, Eagle, what's going on? In his Canadian football, that's right. Oh, he's correcting you. That's okay, I need it for myself. This is going to be turned on, hit, foul yet again. Hey, Surf Bum, what's going on? Devils, Rangers at 3. That's going to be a good one, Surf Bum. I hope your Devils can come off. Anytime, listen, doesn't matter what part of the standings they're in. Anytime those two teams get together, there are some fireworks. Swing and a miss here as Casey comes in now. Owen Casey playing in left field today. In 2023 Baseball Classic, he went 3 for 13 with a 2.31 average. 1 home run. He was the youngest position player at the time. Let's see. Hopefully he'll be able to have a better go around this time. This is going to be popped up. Bergner with some good pitches. He's up to 30 here already, but some good pitches coming in. You know, the fun thing about the Baseball Classic is you get a chance to mix up some of the guys you know, some of the guys you don't know. Toro taking the lead. This one is hit. This one is cruising. This one is sailing to the outfield. It's gone. A Canadian home run right to the guys with a Canadian flag. Owen Casey with a 2-run blast put Canada on the board 2-0. We salute you, Owen Casey, going yard to give Canada the early lead here. Woo-wee. Needed that one. Needed that one. High fives all around. Nice job. Oh, you can't say that 4-letter word when the camera's on your face. That was funny. He's excited. Going to lay down the bunt. Canada drops the bunt down. Hustling this one over. Not in time, and that's going to do it. Canada trying to catch them sleeping, dropping a bunt here to end it. So on 2 hits, Canada now takes a 2-0 lead. It was Denzel Clark that dropped the bunt and tried to beat it out. Holy smokes. Touchdown, Canada. There you go. Just see that, do more of that. Yeah, see that, do more of that. Brendan, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, there were some good games on last night. The Oilers need some help. I think a lot of teams, doesn't look like they're going to throw the video up this time. That's good. There's a lot of teams that need help. And, you know, I don't want to jump too much into the NHL trade deadline. But if you saw the videos we posted Or you saw the post we put in the community section. Yeah, not too thrilled about what our beloved Maple Leafs turned out. Colorado Avalanche, definitely the winners of trade deadline day. The Avalanche with some big moves. Big moves. Of course, the last one sneaking in just at the wire, Nazem Kadri going back to Colorado. We know he's not the same Kadri that was there last time, but man, they're good. And the Oilers, Kevin, how did the Oilers not make a move for the goaltender? How did they not make a move for a goaltender? We know there were some goaltenders being shopped around. Binnington was available. Bobrovsky was available. Stolarz was available. There was a lot of conversations about goaltenders, and yet the Oilers didn't really pull the trigger. So it's going to be interesting. We know the Tampa Bay Lightning have pretty much solidified they're not going to win the Stanley Cup this year by bringing Corey Perry back. Corey Perry, of course, he won a Stanley Cup early in his career and has gone to the finals several times now and not able to win it. So interesting play there. 3 winners and losers of the deadline. Well, I think from the loser side, I mean, Toronto is definitely a loser. I think Carolina is a loser in the sense that Carolina, they find a way in the playoffs and they look good every year, but they never have it to get them to that next level. So I'm surprised they didn't do any more. So for me, I'm putting Carolina on my loser board. And I got to think, you know, from another standpoint, I think the Rangers are probably just as big of a loser because they have no direction. They have no clue what on earth they are doing. No idea what they are doing. Colorado, definitely a winner. Who else on that winner list? I mean, I think the Buffalo Sabres have to be considered on that list. They made some good moves. And probably the Calgary Flames. Calgary Flames loaded up a ton of draft picks. All right, here we go. Soroka back on the mound. Taking on Daniel Villoen. Going to foul that one. I'm back. Count goes to 0-2 on him very quickly. Hey, Billy, how's it going? Welcome in. Not the way Carolina played last night. Yeah, listen, Carolina, hang on, this going in foul territory. Chase is on. It's going to go into the mesh. Canada can't come up with the catch. Going to miss Logan Stanley. He's a good player. Good player. I think the Oilers need to go after a bigger trade for a goalie, a good young guy trying to prove himself. Bob is old. Stolarz is too injury prone. Yeah, well, I'm thinking more short term, like just for this run, right? I agree with you. They got to go after a top young goaltender and build up their goaltending spot, but they need something for this playoff run. And I agree, Ingram and Jerry are not going to get the Oilers to the Stanley Cup. But hey, if Skinner and Picard could do it 2 years in a row, maybe, right? You never know. Man, what's going on? Go Canada, go. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This pitch is going to be down low. Count going to go to 2-2. If you are just coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up with us. Hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. Hey, Rick, good morning. Finished your workout. The 3... Glad to see you doing Canadian baseball. Thank you, Rick. This is going to be poked into play just over to the side by first base, picked up, thrown over to Naylor, and a quick out. Yeah, it was funny. Hey, Ovi, how's it going? Going for those Sens. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. Thank you for following. Yeah, you know, it's funny. This morning we got up. It was pouring rain, teeming rain here. So ran down at 7 o'clock to check the basement, make sure there's no more water coming in. Hey, Beatrice, happy Saturday. Then I grabbed the kids' skates, headed over to the hockey store, got the skates sharpened. A little disappointed they didn't have any hockey cards. Polo, going to poke this one foul. Ran back, got home just in time for the game to start. And as it was starting, I said, you know, I have my little ice cap with chocolate milk. I have my little croissant. This is going to be put into play down in the left field. That's going to drop in. Coming over to cut it off. They knock it. Polo going for two. It goes to the wall. Here's a long throw. Polo going to stop up at second base. And he gives a little dance for hitting a double. So we said, hey, we may as well. We're going to watch the game. Let's fire it up. So it took us about 10 minutes or so to whip this up. And here we are. Get to spend some time on a Saturday morning together. But a good hit. Brazil almost got the W. Lorenzo, how's it going? Welcome in. Caleb, you're going to Scotiabank tonight. Nice. Enjoy. So that's what I'm saying. Several goalies, maybe a new goalie coach is needed. Yeah, it's funny how much a good coach at a certain position can make, right? If you get a good goalie coach, they can turn tough goalies around very, very quickly. Very quickly. If you have a poor coach, it can ruin you. Frias coming up, taking this one just outside. Count goes to 1-0. A lot of games today. All the way around. We'll be checking in on the scores as we go. This one is going to be hit hard to right field. That's going to be an easy catch. O'Neill going to throw this one in, but a little tag up. Going to advance the runner. So Polo now moves over to third. Good run. Smart heads up base running. 2 down. Runner on third here for Colombia. Whoo-wee. Canada hanging on to this 2-0 lead. Colombia threatening with the runner on third base. Can they poke this one? Can they keep this going? Soroka now 41 pitches. Here comes Arroyo. Pitch coming in just a bit high, just misses. He was right there, though, right there. Michael Arroyo, you might know him from some spring training action. Only 7 at-bats with a .429 average. Spent the last several seasons with the Seattle Mariners. Oh, Seattle. Oh, Seattle. There are a lot of openings on the Leafs right now. Saving it for later. Opinions, not openings. A lot of opinions. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Me too. Me too. Trying to keep it inside. But look at the difference Jay's new hitting coach made. Coaching is so important. Coaching is so important. Arroyo getting set. Here's the pitch. This one is hit sharply. That's going to get through on the right side. It's going to score 1. So a good shot here, and it's on the board. 1 for Colombia, 2 for Canada. Polo coming in from third base. Nice hit here from Arroyo. Wow. The prospect coming through. That's going to bring up Harold Ramirez. Harold Ramirez bounced around a little bit. Actually spent 17 and 18 with the Blue Jays. Didn't really play all that much, but as of late with Tampa Bay. So Ramirez looking to keep this one going with 2 out now. I like Carolina, but there's goaltending. Yeah, and we got a Noah Skiro warming up for Canada in the pen here early. Top of the third, and we already got somebody warming up. This one coming in, hit hard. That's going to get through. Another base hit. And he's going for third. Here comes the throw way off target. So good hustle by Arroyo there. On a Ramirez single. And Arroyo goes to third base. So runners on the corners with 2 down now. Ooh, this just got interesting. Oh, Kevin is crazy over there. Crazy over there. Yeah, Kevin, it is. You know, and I don't think we may not be around later tonight. We have some hockey commitments, but we're gonna see. We're gonna take it, play it by ear, see what we can do. Oh, why, Bondi? Why do you feel that way? They're a good team, just as good as some of the others. Here comes Ronaldo Rodriguez, the 357 average in Mexico ball. Sokora getting in some trouble here. This one catches the strike zone, bringing it to 1-1. Important pitch, very important pitch. Let's do this. Runners on the corners, swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Good pitch. Needed that pitch. Big pitch coming through. Pitcher rest rotations. If you throw 50 plus pitches, you get 4 days off. 30 plus, you just get the 1 day. This one misses outside, goes to 2-2. He's now over 51 pitches. We're here in the top of the third inning. He's already thrown 51 pitches. That's a lot. Really enjoy your broadcast, Sam. So fun in here. Don't get a big hit. No, not at all, Kevin. I appreciate the kind words, though. It really means the world to me. I love doing this, and as long as you guys and gals enjoy it and keep showing up, we'll keep doing it. All right, let's go 2-2. Got to get this inning done. Got to get it over. Over 10. Laszlo, I don't think it's going to go over 10. This is going to be poke foul. Still too early to tell, though. 2-2 count. Runners on the corners. Colombia trying to get this one back. Want to tie it up desperately. Oh, thank you, Diablo. No, we appreciate it. Here's the 2-2. Catches a corner. They're going to ring him up. Canada gets out of it. Big strike called. Big strike called. Wow. Going to the bottom of the third inning. It's going to be Edouard Julien, Josh Naylor, and Tyler O'Neill coming up here for Canada. Let's go. Let's hope they can add some more runs. Get some run support. Going to be ever so important. Ever so important. Canada's got a tough pool, I think, here in Pool A, being played out of San Juan. They're with Puerto Rico, Cuba, Panama, and Colombia. Cuba and Puerto Rico each winning their first games. Panama and Colombia losing their first. So this is Canada's opportunity to be atop the winners. In Pool B, in Houston, Mexico and the U.S. won their first games. Great Britain and Brazil lost. Italy has not played yet. Pool C over in Tokyo, 2 wins for Australia, 2 wins for Japan. Korea is 1-1. Chinese Taipei is 1-2, and Czechia is 0-3. Over in Miami, Venezuela and Dominican Republic each won theirs. Netherlands and Nicaragua lost, with Israel playing their first today. So it is going to be interesting. I did do a bracket challenge. And let me log in here because I don't remember who it is that I took. So let's double check. Let's see. I don't even remember my password. Shame. All right, let's see. Bracket. Can I bring up? How do I bring up the bracket challenge? How do I find who did I take? Huh. I guess I can't. There's got to be a way of figuring out who I selected. I'll probably have to go back in my email. That's pretty funny. I can't even remember who I selected. All I know is I'm pretty sure I took the Dominican Republic to win the whole thing. I think. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. That's so funny. Shame on me. I can't even remember. I did it at random. That's why I'm having a hard time remembering. Let's see. See if I can pull it up here in my email. All right, Canada stepping up. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I got an email with it. I can't believe I can't even remember. Let's see. Let's see. Now, because now I got to know. Now I'm even curious. Did it before. First pitch coming in, or second pitch coming in. It's going to be a strike. Rio Gomez in pitching now. Here, thanks for submitting your picks. All right, so we'll go over this at the next break. This one is going to be down low. I do have the U.S. going somewhat far. Edward Julian, 220 average. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Playing in 2025 with the Twins, he had 3 home runs. Would like to see more Canadian players step up there. Hey, Gumdrop, what's going on? Welcome in. Count now 2-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. Canada hanging on by a thread. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. He's going to be 0-2. Got to step in there. So it is. I do have the Dominican Republic winning. I have Puerto Rico taking on the United States. In the United States, winning that to go to the semifinals. I have Korea and Dominican in one quarterfinal, with Dominican winning that. Japan, Venezuela on the other side, with Japan winning that one. And then Canada, Mexico, with Canada taking the upset. So got to give Canada a little respect. Yeah, Dominican winning the whole thing is where I'm sitting right now. See the Jays signed at least 22-year-old catcher. Got to get those prospects. Swing, and this one is hit hard. That's a broken bat blooper. That's going to find its way through. Josh Naylor getting the job done. And Josh Naylor is somebody I would have loved to see the Blue Jays go after, especially after we saw him in the playoffs last year. Oh my goodness. I really wanted to see him come play with the Blue Jays. That would have been, it would have been something special. Thank you so very much for hitting that subscribe. Angel Abraham, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. We appreciate it. Welcome into our community and to the Baseball Classic. I don't know why my text pop-up didn't work. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside. O'Neill coming in here. He walked earlier today, looking to put the ball in play. Spent 2025 with the Orioles. Just sub 200 on the average. This one, ooh, up high. 2-0 now. There definitely is a big difference between watching these guys play and watching the major leagues. Definitely a little different. Even though a lot of these guys are major leaguers, you can tell it's just different. This one fouled off. Good eye, because that one was right there at the bottom of the strike zone. Very, very important, important pitch. Josh Naylor, the lowest average sprint speed. That's funny. Love those stats. Poor guy. You know, I'd like to see a race between Josh Naylor and Alejandro Kirk. Let's set them up. 40-yard dash. Not even 100, just 40. Let's see it. Naylor jumped in front of the ball, going to second to first, got caught. Interference. It's that reaction time. Taylor going to hit this one hard. This is on a drive to left field. It's going to drop in. Little misplay there in left field. That was a catchable baseball. And instead, he backed away and took it on the one hop. So O'Neill now, with one down, moves Naylor to second, and Canada's got 2 on. Canada threatening here. Unless he lost it in the sun, lost it coming off the bat, because that certainly looked like a catchable baseball coming from a non-professional guy sitting on the streams. Take it for what it's worth. Pitch clock getting very low. This one coming in there as Black is DHing today. Takes that one in for a strike. That was a good pitch. Really good pitch from Gomez. When I do something like that, I always screenshot it. Joshua, I don't think so. We're gonna have to play it by ear. Kirk at full speed running is awesome. He is actually pretty quick. Was it last year he had that triple and he was hustling? Maybe it was the year before. He got to third base and man, I thought he needed to sit down. He can move. Kirk gonna steal his second base this season. I hope so. I love Kirk so much. That's another nice pitch in there for a strike. Yeah, Jeff. Hey, good morning, Jeff. Or are we afternoon? Good afternoon, Jeff. Yeah, Canada's jerseys are nice. They're really nice. Setting it up. But yeah, Kirk, I get Kirby Puckett vibes. Yes, Diablo Girl. Good call. Kirby Puckett vibes. It's going to be fouled off. Kirby Puckett was somebody else. Ambulance on standby by third. Listen, I give it to Kirk. Kirk, last summer, Kirk was so good, so clutch. Kirk would do what Pilar did in 2018. I love Kirk. Kirk is my meatball gumdrop. It's awesome. That's going to be tipped foul. Black staying alive here. Count as 1 and 2. Tyler Black played with Milwaukee last year. Only appeared in 12 games. Didn't see much action. Getting a chance to DH here. Here's the pitch. Going to be pop foul yet again. 87 miles an hour. Good eye. The last couple batters we've seen have had very good eyes. My favorite catcher since Ernie Witt. Yes, and Ernie Witt here with Team Canada. Ernie Witt, man, Ernie Witt was so good back in the day. This is going to be popped off. Ernie Witt did so much for baseball in not just Canada, but especially here in Toronto. All-time home run leaders, Canadian-born players. Larry Walker leads the way at 383. Joey Votto at 356. Matt Stairs on there as well. Here's the pitch. Going to be popped up. No chance. Going to go to play. Count stays at 1 and 2. John Schneider is my very special friend, Kevin. Not my era, but my twin brother and I have watched the tapes. My dad left us. He was so much fun to watch. He was something, right? He was something. This is going to be hit hard. Sharply to first. Over to second. There's one. No chance to come across for 2. So fielder's choice. Going to advance the runner. So just like Colombia had, Canada now with 2 down. Runners on the corners. Runners on the corners, and it's going to bring up Otto Lopez. Otto Lopez from the Marlins going to get a chance to drive in a run. We're going to see if it's at all possible. We spent $30,000 a year for sponsoring men's and girls. Really, Beatrice? Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you kindly for hitting that subscribe and welcome into our community. Beatrice, I love the chance to sponsor our youth, to get a chance to play the game and do things. It's so important. We got Emerson Martinez now up for Colombia, warming up. Your corporation is very, very nice. And there's going to be a meeting on the mound. Are they going to call, or are they just stalling for him to warm up as Mascara going to come up? They're going to take a quick commercial break. But yeah, we try to do what we can for youth in sports. We're a big hockey family, always have been since I was a little kid. So when we get a lot of old equipment, we'll try and donate it. So, you know, families that can't afford some equipment can at least have something to choose from. I know they have programs like that for a lot of sports. There's always good ways to support the youth in the games that they want to play. Too hot. What's going on? Josh Naylor needs to hit a home run. Come on. Too hot. Love that name. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. If not for sponsorships, I wouldn't have been able to get in a softball and eventually college ball. So important for kids. It's great. And thank you for sharing that. Hey, Diamond, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go, Canada. My friend takes ball equipment to Dominican every year for you. Oh, see, that's so nice. It is so good to hear. A nice way of being able to pay it forward in a sense. So such a good opportunity to give back. And even though, I mean, even places like the Dominican where they need this stuff, there are organizations here in Canada that need this stuff. I mean, and again, because hockey's my game, I know it a little bit more than others, but it's ridiculously expensive. And so equipment, even these kids today, they grow so fast. I know my boy, he's had equipment that's used for one season and had to get rid of it. So there's always people in need for that kind of stuff. And depending on where you are, if they have a Play It Again Sports or that kind of stuff, one of those places that kind of flip used equipment, that's really good too, because they'll give you some good store credit. And if you can't find an organization, or maybe you have an odd piece of equipment that they won't take, there are used secondhand stores that will certainly take that stuff. Cap, I'm under 9.5. What do you think? I tend to agree with you. I would be surprised if we had a score over 9.5, but it's going to be pretty close. All right. So Martinez is going to check into this game. First pitch at 94 miles an hour. Lopez going to foul that one back. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Let's go. Javante, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If you are joining, make sure you do tap that thumbs up. Oh, he hit him on the hand. Oh, I felt that. Oh, I felt that. So he had that, and that ball came in, and it just got him right on the pinky. Right on the pinky. It just caught him like right here. Ooh. That one just hurts. You get those hands up. There's nothing you can do, right? There's only so many places you can move your hands around, and that caught him right on there. Ouch. So the trainer jumps up immediately. They're going to take a look. Talk about taking one for the team. Yes, indeed. So they're feeling his fingers. Looks like it's his right hand. Looks like it's that right hand. Let's see. Oh, it got him, actually got him a little lower. I thought it got him on the pinky. It got him right here. So I thought it caught him on the pinky as he was trying to get back, but he moved his hand enough and it just caught him below the pinky right here. That's almost worse, right? It just caught him below the pinky, so he's okay. He's going to shrug that off. The look on his face, though, he does not look okay. He does not look happy about it. But Lopez is going to go to first base. Canada has the bases loaded now, an opportunity they need to take advantage of. It hurts a lot. Oh, yeah, easily break a finger. Break a finger, you catch it on the meaty part. If you break this in here, that's almost worse than breaking just part of your pinky. This one, drop ball, doesn't go too far away. 96 miles an hour. Whew. Get the man an ice pack. So Abraham Toro, he hit a double earlier today. He's 1 for 1. Do it again. Toro. Takes that one. Oh, come on, umpire. That was close. Gonna go to 1-1. The frozen peas incoming. Baseball to any part of the body hurts. That's true. Prep, good afternoon. Welcome in. Here's the pitch. It's going to be pop foul. He saw that one was there for the taking, and he swung at it and just missed. Didn't miss by much, but just missed. Getting set. Here's the 1-2. Swing and hits this one hard. That's going to the right field side. That's going to be foul. Gonna be foul. So close. So close. Jack in a Box, what's going on? Welcome in. What is this? It's the World Baseball Classic. The World Baseball Classic to find out who is the best baseball nation. 16 teams vying for the title of world champion. Who will be acknowledged as the best in the game? Who is going to be the John Cena of baseball? I prefer the mixed vegetables. That's funny. 1-2, bases loaded, down low. Going to go to 2-2 now. 2-2. Martinez trying to pitch out of this. Abraham Toro. Kansas City superstar. Not really, but he will be if he does something here. Looking to put Canada much further ahead. Takes this one in the dirt. 3-2, full count. This is what everybody pretends. You're up to bat, bases loaded, 2 outs. Usually you pretend it's the bottom of the 9th, but here we are in the bottom of the 3rd. Can Canada break this one open? Naylor certainly has the capability of doing so. Thank you so much. Manlong hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Here's the 3-2 outside. He's going to walk him. And Canada's going to score a run on the walk. There you go. Which is the best way to score a run using the least amount of energy? Take the walk. So Naylor comes in on the walk. He's going to score. And his little brother now, Bo Naylor, is going to step right up. Bo Naylor, 26 years of age. Josh Naylor, 28 years of age. Bo takes the first pitch just wide. Ball one. Canada now up with a 3-1 lead. I don't know what you're talking about, Prep. Here's the pitch to Bo. Misses, but it gets called strike. Ooh, Mr. Umpire, sir. Where's the automatic baseball, the ball and strike review? Ball one, 1-1. Here's the pitch. This is going to be popped up. That's going to be an easy catch out in left field. So Canada is able to put one on the board, but no more than that. 3-1 Canada. 4 hits apiece. We're going to the top of the 4th for Donovan Solano, Gio Ursula, and Jesus Morenga. Solano is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Gio had a walk, and Jesus is 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice. Bo and Josh back on the same team. That's right, Diamond. On the same team. Broccoli is life. I had some broccoli last night. It was pretty good. Broccoli. You know what? I'm a big soup guy. I don't think I've ever had broccoli and cheese soup. Had a Tim's rice bowl last night. Oh, it was good. I don't know if I've tried their rice bowls. At least not that one comes to mind. A pitching change. We got a pitching change. Diaz is coming in to replace Serrato. So Diaz, Indigo Diaz, 6'5", 250 pounds. Canada's got some big pitchers. Played with Arizona this year. Played with the New York Yankees last year. Only appeared in 3 games for the Yankees last year. 1.2 innings. Did not have a good ERA. 10.0. 10.80. So hopefully he'll be a little better off here. But Diaz coming in, and that's one thing we see a lot of in the World Baseball Classic. A lot of pitching substitutions, a lot of changes. Excuse me. Because remember, it still is spring training. Even though we're in the Classic, it is still technically spring training, and a lot of these guys still warming up and getting things set. So you gotta take it a little bit easy. A little bit easy. But Canada off to a good start. Let's take a look. I think the other games are getting started shortly. Let's see here. So I think that's Netherlands and Nicaragua is just getting going. That one is underway. Both teams are 0-1 over there. Now, over in the National Hockey League, there are some afternoon games. We'll be keeping our eye on that. Starts at 12:30 with Washington and Boston. Excuse me. Now, at 3 o'clock, it's the Rangers and the Devils. Our next stream, by the way, baseball fans, coming up tomorrow, the Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. This one misses outside. Hey, US Cam, welcome in. Watching from the Dominican. Welcome in. I have the Dominican as my pick to win the whole thing. So I hope they have a big tournament. Zach, and I wasn't all impressed, Zach. Not all impressed. This one is going to be fouled off. But yeah, Zach, thought they could have done better. Naylor needs to score already. We'll see. Naylor maybe up next inning if they can get at least one hit. This one misses outside. Count goes to 2-2 here. Diaz taking on Solano. I tell you, these hats, the Canada hats are quite nice. The Canadian leaf with the WBC logo in the middle of it looks pretty sweet. Hey, Skittles, what's going on? Welcome in. Good afternoon. Yeah, Zach, I agree. They need to rebuild, but it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take some time. This one misses outside. He's going to walk him. So with nobody out, Colombia has one runner on. We're hoping that Venezuela faces Japan instead of us in the next round. Ernie Witt, 15 seasons as a catcher, 6 World Baseball Classic tournament as a manager. 6 for Ernie Witt. Ernie Witt is just awesome. Yeah, so I have, going to the quarterfinals, I have Venezuela taking on Japan. I have you guys facing Korea. But again, it was just totally random selections. Japan have loaded teams. Anyone could win. It's so true, Diamond. It's so true. I have the Dominican and U.S. meeting in the semis, which you know that's going to be a crazy game if it does play out that way. I was hoping I wake up today and see Tree Living got fired. Josh, same. I was curious. And truth be told, it doesn't matter at this point. As long as he's not there come draft day. There's nothing more he can do at this point other than fire the coach. So I have Canada going to the semis against Japan, giving Canada a little respect, swing and a miss. So there's a strikeout. Nice pitch there by Diaz. Needed that one. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm very surprised that coach is still coaching here today. I mean, we still have time. It's only 12:30 almost. I'm shocked that Berube is still there. I'm not going to lie. This pitch misses outside. Korea seems a weaker opponent. Yeah. They're kind of middle of the road in their pool right now with 1-1 record. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Diaz. Nah, Skittle. Listen, there were some good deals. There were some deals that made no sense. So I'm happy for a couple of guys, but I'm scratching my head at others. Swing, and this is going to be put into play. It's going to go foul. 1 out. Canada up 3-1. 1-2 is the count here on Marega. All right, Kevin. Why the Leafs want to keep Berube anyway the season is over? Pretty much. Giles, how's it going? Australia is the early powerhouse at 2-0. I still wouldn't put my money down. Long look by Diaz, delivers. That one's going to miss high. Count goes to 2-2. Is it just me or does it seem Toronto knows they are tanking, so they got rid of their skilled players like McMahon? So, Skittle, the problem with McMahon was he was a UFA at the end of this year, an unrestricted free agent. Hey, Beverly, how's it going? Welcome in. Early congratulations. So exciting. But, with McMahon, the rumor is he wants 5 years, around $5 million. Leafs can't afford to do that, so they kind of had their hands tied. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Why, Jesus, why are you swinging at an ugly pitch like that? But we'll take it. 2 down now. 2 down. Good pitch. Got him to chase it. Two world records so far. Beverly's taking no prisoners. That's amazing. So good. So it's not so much clearing up cap space. It's just they didn't think they'd be able to sign him. Swinging a miss is Villagen coming in now. So they didn't think they could keep him. So instead of him leaving for nothing, they tried to get something for him. Same with Lawton. Lawton is a UFA, and they didn't want him to walk away for nothing. And so with Bobby McMahon, originally they wanted a first, a second in a player. They couldn't get that, so they settled for a second and a fourth. But they're trading with Seattle, and we know Seattle is not happy with Shane Wright. So I would have rather taken a second in Shane Wright. Forget the fourth. So Diaz, even in the count 1-1, again, the pitch count is coming real low. This is going to be popped up on the left side by third base. Underneath it, the catch is made. And the Blue Jays going to move on over. Coming to the bottom of the fourth, Owen Casey has a home run, 2 RBIs. Denzel Clark is 0 for 1, and Edward Julian is 0 for 2 today. Next up here for Team Canada. Do we get a number 1 draft pick in this year's? No, Jeff, we do not have a number 1 pick this year. We did get a number 1 pick for next year for Nick Waugh. And explain to me how we're able to get a number 1 pick for Nick Waugh, but we could not get one for Lawton or McMahon. And my issue, and I really didn't want to go into this today, we're talking baseball, but I will tell you, my issue with Scott Lawton, we gave up a first rounder and Grabinkin for Scott Lawton. We put Scott Lawton as a 4th line player. We never utilized him in a top 6 role. Never even gave him a chance. Never a sniff. And then we trade him for a 3rd. So effectively, we traded a 1st round pick and Grabinkin, a good rough prospect, for a 3rd round pick. That move alone should be fired. Now I understand, right? It's at the wire. It's at the last minute. And it's like, hey, we just want to get something for him. No, I would have rather keep Lawton, negotiate, and try to sign him for next year than take a random 3rd round pick that you're going to get nothing for. Say it louder for the people in the back. Sorry, Diablo. That one just irked me. I was so mad yesterday. I was going to go live yesterday evening and do a little recap and do like a members only kind of streaming a recap. And when that lot and deal came in, I was so mad. I was like, no, I can't, because it's just going to get ugly. So that Tree Living should be fired for that move alone. Complete mismanagement of picks and talent with Berube. I would have kicked them out today. I would have said, you know what, Steve Sullivan, here, you take the reins. You coach them for now and as an interim until we get somebody else in. I was livid yesterday. I was not happy. Baseball is an emotional love. Oh my goodness, Beatrice. Baseball really is. We saw last year throughout the playoffs, so many controversial plays, so many things that just got everybody up in arms. But we love the emotions of sports as long as you keep it reasonable. Unlike some people who like to put on a show getting a little rowdy. All right, here comes Owen Casey. Man had a home run. Last time up, he's 1 for 1. Do it again. Taking the first pitch in there for a strike. Martinez back out on the mound. Go Canada. Let's be honest, 3 conference finals in 59 years. This is a sour. Yes. Diablo, yes. And I know Keith Pelly has been very busy with TFC and trying to restructure and rebuild TFC. And they're announcing a bunch of new players. They're still in kind of that window right now. I know he's going to rip this team apart. Yeah, Jeff. This one going to miss just outside. 2-2. Good eye by Casey. In AAA, he hit 286 with the average, had 22 home runs. So Casey's got power. Swings and misses here. Didn't show it at this at-bat. He's going to go down swinging. That's going to bring up Clark. If you don't get emotional, you must not be breathing, right, Diamond? But there's a fine line of being emotional and having passion and fire, a very fine line over just being silly, right? We've been in there, and you guys have watched us over the years. As Denzel Clark, he's 0 for 1 today. As we've been there, swinging. This is going to be a grounder over to short, picked up to first in time. So very quick, 2 outs for Canada. Right? Well, you've been with us. Sometimes a word might slip out that shouldn't. We'll get a little angry at the officials sometimes. But my goodness, and they're showing a little highlight reel here of Clark out in center field making some big plays. Spider-Man climbing the wall. He does some big, big things. Yes, passion with perspective. This pitch in there for a strike is Julian coming up. He's 0 for 2 today. Araceli, what's going on? Puerto Rico, they're the team. I'm with you. I think they're going to take it. This one just catches the bottom of the strike zone, strike 2. Can he start with firing the guy that should have ever had a hand on it right? This one in, going to be hit down the third base side, foul. And so there's a lot of people out there, and I get it, right? There's a lot of the people online that are carrying on and being over dramatic. I get it. They're putting on a show. They're doing it for clicks and views. Listen, there's one thing about being legitimately passionate and emotional. This one just catches the top corner, strike 3 call. So 2 strikeouts. Canada goes down. We're going to the top of the 5th for Polo, Frias, and Arroyo. So there's one thing about being a passionate fan. There's another thing about sticking your face in the camera and, doing all that shenanigans just for clicks. I don't like that stuff. I don't like guys pretending to do things. Just let it come out naturally. Not angry. Thank you, Diamond. That's a great way of putting it. Emotional content, not angry. Emotional content, not angry. And we know, listen, hockey, baseball, football, all these sports, it is emotional. It makes you upset. It makes you angry. But we know this going in. Like, if you've watched sports before, and we got a pitching change, Skiro is coming in to replace Diaz. It's like this. It's a roller coaster. You're going to win. You're going to feel those highs. You're going to lose. You're going to feel those lows. It's a roller coaster. But anybody who pretends they didn't know this going into sports, shenanigans is a good one, Beatrice. We don't need to be angry. And you just need to talk through it. That's what we do. At the end of the day, it's a game. It's a game and it makes it fun. There's no need to have a stroke or a heart attack or an aneurysm because you're screaming your guts out. Listen, we know Tree Living made some bad moves, and I was angry yesterday. It's one thing to talk about why you don't like them and be angry. It's another thing to sit here and scream and shout and carry on. And the thing is, for example, if I come on here, and this is what I've had to learn. We've done this for 4 years now, and I've had to learn this. If I come on here and I start screaming and shouting and carrying on, well, then you take my negative energy and it comes back in the chat, and then everybody's upset and no one's having a good time. But if we keep it positive and we talk through it and we explain it, then everybody kind of keeps it mediocre. We can be upset by it, but it still has a positive energy. Milkman, we are live in living color. We do things legal here, my man. If you want to do some illegal business elsewhere, that's your prerogative. At the end of the day, it is sports. That's how I feel about wrestling, Antonio. Man, you know, it's funny. Wrestling does that big time. You know, that's what, you know, it's storytelling. It's good guys, bad guys. That's what wrestling is all about. As Skiro comes in here now, just misses outside to Polo. It's good versus evil. And that's how we phrase these things. If you think the Toronto Maple Leafs are guaranteed a playoff spot every year because they're Toronto, you're setting yourself for disappointment. Was it 9 years in a row the Maple Leafs have made the playoffs? They're due to miss one. I think I said it in my TikTok the other day. Can you imagine being the Buffalo Sabre fan? Buffalo's going to be in there today. Buffalo has a great chance today. But my goodness, years of disappointment. So 2-1 the count here to Polo now. Canada with a 3-1 lead. I hate ranting and raving, but we're just talking facts. This is going to be popped up in the left field side. Going to the track, losing it in the sun, regaining it. And a nice catch there by Casey. Hauling that one in, a long fly ball. Viking, how's it going? I compete against myself to make myself better. We can only control ourselves. Emotions are contagious. We have electricity in us. Therefore, we have magnetic property. Viking, I love that so much. Thank you for posting that in. That is great. You are so true. Why do I enjoy women's wrestling matches so much more than men's? Makes me sad. It seems empty these days. Pitch coming in here to Frias. In for a strike. You know what, Diablo, it's funny, and I don't know, you know, depending on which wrestling you're watching, the women's wrestling in WWE has frustrated me so much lately. I feel like it's been so sloppy. If you have a hate for sports, you have hate everywhere. It's supposed to be fun. Beatrice, you're right. This hit up the middle. Canada grabbing it over to first. In time. Punch him out. Wow, what a throw. Naylor going to hand the bucket back. I think we might get a challenge here. This was a very close play. Hit up the middle. Grab that second base. Turning, throwing. Very close. It's punched out. I thought the umpire was in good position. The cameraman missed the touch on the bag. Let's see this replay. Almost a double clutch there to make sure they had the ball. And oh my goodness, I think he's safe, actually. This is a good challenge. I think he was safe. They're not actually going to challenge it. Oh, they decide not to challenge it. I thought he was safe. So Arroyo comes up now, swinging at the first pitch. Strike one. Tell Mick Foley wrestling. Right, Mick Foley was a monster. A monster. This is going to be hit up the middle. Canada again, scooping it up over to first in time. And the inning is done. Good job. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Josh Naylor, Tyler O'Neill, and Tyler Black on the way. All right, let me scroll back and catch these last couple of comments here. What did I miss? Except fans pay loads of money to see them. Fans do pay loads of money to see them. That is true. Yeah, Diamond, it's tough. Okay. Got that one. AEW. I'm not a big AEW fan, not gonna lie. Hey, Mr. Bach, how's it going? Tree should be fired. We're being a first round pick, doing exactly what we needed. Yep, I agree. I stopped watching WDF. Oh, Rick, I know. Such a horrible moment. Such a horrible moment. I can't watch any pro wrestling. It's really not the same as it used to be. I still do. Well, I'll watch the main events, but it's not as good as it used to be. Let's see. Okay. It's awesome play. Why the World Baseball Classic is the best. Jeff, it is great. It is really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I know y'all are fun to watch, trying to lose, but does anyone want to come on and cheer on Toronto? The women's division is way better now. Oh, agree. I agree. It is way, way, way better than it was for sure. CN, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Trick Williams is great, Ches. Man, Trick Williams has a bright future ahead of himself. As long as he's smart, he takes some risky bumps, some crazy bumps. So we hope Trick is okay. That spot with Logan Paul was weird. He almost got seriously hurt there. You went to 3 at the Pontiac Stadium. Nice. I was at WrestleMania 6 in Toronto, Hogan versus Warrior, and WrestleMania 18, Hogan and Rock. Hogan won like 8,000 WrestleMania matches. I go to 2 WrestleManias and Hogan lost them both. I was so mad. And I'm glad he lost his box. Yeah. But I think he's great in the ring, Skittles. He's got a lot of talent. He's picked up the craft very, very quickly. Very quickly. All righty. So they're just coming back. 3 was Hogan Bundy. 2 was Hogan Bundy. 2 was Hogan Bundy in the cage. The blue cage. That's the cage they need to bring back. I love that cage. Hey, Wallad, how's it going? Logan Paul is actually one of the best. He really came a long way. Sam, that Royal Rumble, Dallas, that was so funny. I really did. That one caught me off guard. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Old. I'm old too. It's okay. I can't remember much, but I only remember that one because my parents had the tape on Betamax. And if I recall, I'm pretty sure it was WrestleMania 2. I think we went to Maple Leaf Gardens to watch it on closed caption TV. I think it was 2, but I honestly don't remember. I think Buck should throw out the first pitch. Rick, I agree. What a nice moment that would be. That would be such a touching moment. Joshua, the Jays are not on TV today. That's kind of why we ended up doing this game. Originally, we were going to do the Blue Jays and swing and a miss here by Naylor. When I was looking, I couldn't find it on any of the channels. And even we have the MLB extra innings or whatever it is, part of the whole sports pack, and it wasn't on there either when I looked. First one I watched was 3, Steamboat Savage. Oh my goodness. That's a great first match to get in on. That was phenomenal. Yes, Hogan Andre was 3. Yeah, wasn't that the slam? The slam heard around the world. Josh Naylor 1 for 2 today with a 2.95 average. Come on, Josh. Last year, anyways. We saw Naylor a little bit during the World Series of the Blue Jays going against the Mariners. Of course, Naylor was beat up a lot last year in the World Series. Naylor getting him set. Here's the pitch. Swing. He's going to sky this one up over the first base side. And the catch is made, so he's going to retire. So 3-1, Canada holding down that lead, 1 out. Glad you're doing this. I prefer this game. Yeah, I mean, this game is a little bit more fun. We'll have the Blue Jays tomorrow. The Jays and I think I'm pretty sure it's the Tigers. I haven't set it up yet, but I will set that up probably later today. This one coming in, gonna miss. Ooh, I got to plug in my phone here. Got to figure out lunch too. So here's the pitch to O'Neill. He's 1 for 1. Takes that inside. Let's see what O'Neill can do. He's got the swagger. Good stance. Here's a pitch. He drives this one. The left field side. It's going to the track, and that's about it. The catch is made about a foot in front. And a long fly ball. And now 2 down, 2 down. There must be a strong wind blowing in because that ball looked like it was hit hard and hit well. And just did not find its way out. Yes, a 16 mile an hour wind from left to right. So that wind blowing it in. 80 degrees, partly cloudy. A beautiful day for baseball. A beautiful day. Some guy, what's going on? Welcome in. Canadian baseball has become a game for the rich. This is why we will never be a top team. The amount of money people have to pay for their kids to play such a simple game. So some guy, I have mixed feelings on your comment there. I agree for you. Not just baseball, sports in general in Canada. The price just to play is nuts. Equipment for baseball is somewhat reasonable. Equipment is somewhat, you don't really need that much. You know, when we played, we had our kids when they were younger, they played some t-ball and some baseball. The cost of a helmet was reasonable. The coaches brought all the bats, so they didn't have to buy any of that, just the helmet. And of course they had the little cage piece, so it was a little extra. But hockey is stupid. It's going to be fouled off. Hockey is absolutely stupid. You know, the cost to play is anywhere from, you know, $700 to $1,000 for house league, right? If you want to play up to the higher levels, you could be spending $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 just to play. Then you have all the equipment on top. Hockey is ridiculous. Same as soccer. Soccer, you just got to buy the shin pads, which are somewhat reasonable, and then your league costs. All right, here's Black. He's going to hit this one, punch it to second base. Thrown over. Canada's going to be retired, going up to the top of the 6th for Ramirez, Rodriguez, and Solano. Your goalie equipment is ridiculous. If your kid wants to be a goalie, I mean, the best thing to do is find used equipment. You want to go buy a new pair of goalie pads. They're like $1,300. And that's just for the pads. So it's crazy. When kids go to the higher levels of baseball, yeah, okay, so yeah, when you get to the higher levels, yeah, it definitely starts getting up there. That's a good call out. Hey, Viking, a lacrosse stick, 300 to 400 lacrosse pull for a field of, wow. Thank you for that, Viking. I had no idea. I didn't know what lacrosse costs, and I assume there's some, because they need the chest protectors and the helmet and everything too. But yeah, it is nuts. Your son was a goalie. Yeah, it's the goalie costs are just dumb. Remember when I was a kid playing baseball, the only thing my parents paid for was admission and shoe. Oh, I forgot about the shoes, the cleats. Those are expensive. They still packed church over baseball. Need to play a gold medal game. Them are low end for lacrosse. Oh, wow. Can't invent it. Hockey, football, baseball, basketball, USA only baseball. In the US, they furnish it all. You can buy your own stuff if you want. The fee to get in is cheap. Oh, interesting tech. I think kids need money. Let's see. I love that everybody's giving you, Rick, $400 for the sticks. And you know, I will tell you, buying hockey sticks is stupid. You're right. They're like $300, $400. We were at a Marley game a couple months back now, and they actually had a section of sticks from players that were no longer on the Marlies game. So for $100, we got a stick. It was taped. It was good. It was great. We inspected it. No breaks, no chips. They threw us in a pair of locker room shorts as well, and a pair of socks for $100, and we're still using it today. A great, pro stick. It's like a $500 stick. Got it for $100. I mean, yeah, you take a risk buying a used stick, especially for a pro used stick, but it was so worth it. Let's see here. Man, I know a little 6-year-old goalie. He takes losses so hard. Oh, it's tough. Prep. It is so tough. So tough. I went to look. I was actually this morning at the hockey store getting the skate sharpened, and I went to look to see what a new goalie stick would cost. And the same one my kiddo's using now that we had got used for like $40 or $60 was $450. It's like, no, thank you. Not gonna do that. Hey, Chanel Prado, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's see here. Well, I'm a retired goalie at 16. My dad's bill was 150, 300, if I remember, 80, 40. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy now. Pads, 1,300. Blocker and trapper individually are about $400 or $500. So you're about $1,000 there. About $300 to $400 for pants. You need the chest protectors, another $300, $400. It's crazy. Swinging to put this one into play. Skiro's still pitching over to first in time. So one down. Rodriguez coming up now. Great conversation. My son's goalie helmet was $400. Oh my goodness. I didn't even look at the helmets. We're probably going to need a new one next year. I didn't even look at the cost. I was afraid. Very, very afraid. Thank you, Josh. So sad. Yeah, it's sad about Buck retiring. I like Buck. He was great. This one misses low, but gets called strike. We'll take that. Thank you, umpire. It's always good when those missed calls go your way. I just put it on. Guys are looking good. Skittles, guys are looking good. 3-1 right now. Top of the 6th inning. We'll take it. Count now 1-1. Swing. This one is going to be hit over to short. Scooped up. Quick throw. That one is going to sail and not going to get there in time. That one just kept going up and up as Lopez brings that one across. Naylor had to go up and get it, and it just pulls his foot off the bag. Interesting throw. Is it just, oh, you know what? His toe is on. He's out. I thought his toe came up off the bag from that far angle, but the slow-mo replay, his foot stays on the bag. The toe is there. He should be out. Rodriguez should be out. Ernie Witt wants this one reviewed. They are going to review it. Play under review. That's right. Jays are on at 105, but they're not actually on TV today. So this should be an out. I won the 75 million. So I gumdrop. Could you imagine? And he is. They are going to overturn it, and they're going to call him out. Good challenge. Good play. Glad my ex stopped me from getting my kids in hockey. Listen, I'm happy they're in there. I'm happy they play it. But man, it is nuts. And that's why we go, we try to get used equipment where we can, because it's the only way to do it. I can understand if you're playing AA, AAA, you want the best equipment. You want to get the most out of your equipment. But when you're playing house league, select, single A, to pay those kind of prices are just nutty. In their first strike. Skiro is pitching well so far. 17 pitches thrown. Doesn't have a strikeout, but he's getting some fly balls and ground balls. He's playing well. In this one, he throws down in the dirt. Count sitting at 1-1 now. I'm okay if we just keep moving along this way. Canada hanging on to this lead. We'll take it, right? We'll take it. This one misses way outside, but gets called strike 2. We're getting Ezekiel Zabalita warming up in Colombia's pen. This one down in the dirt again, 2-2. Skiro, I was just giving you props for how well you're pitching. Richard, this is Canada really is just getting going for games that matter, games that count. So this is their first go round. So they're 0-0 right now. In their pool A, Puerto Rico and Cuba each have 1 win. Panama and Colombia each have a loss. This is going to be hit hard. That's going to drop in down right center. That's going to be a base hit. Salino doing a nice job there, putting this one in play. And again, with 2 outs, they get a runner on. And this is where Colombia kind of got their first run earlier with 2 outs on the board. So here we go again. Let's see if we can get this out. Need this out. In the qualifiers, Colombia has been 7-2, but in tournament play, they've been 2-6. They certainly have struggled in tournament play versus qualifying play. But the difference is the caliber of teams you're against. You saw when they played Mexico the other day, there was some brawls, some hit batters, some questionable slides. No ABS. That's right. This one catches the top, strike call, 1-1. We have seen some missed calls here already. No worries, Beverly. It's all good. Setting this up, Skiro was his 24th pitch against Ursula. Swinging in this one is going to be poked just foul. Just foul, just missed it. All right, if you're coming in, if you are just coming in, make sure you have hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button for us. We'd appreciate it. Let's see if we can pull this up. Washington, Boston in the National Hockey League, halfway through the first period. No score there. Swing, and that's going to be fouled off. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, it's a split squad game again. The Blue Jays in the Orioles, and then the Tigers versus the Blue Jays. So we'll be covering the Tigers and Blue Jays portion, since that's the game that's going to be on TV. This one is going to be pop foul again. So it'll be interesting to see the split squad roster they put forward with a number of folks away. So we'll see what lineups get put together for the Blue Jays tomorrow. Canada hanging on. It'll be a 1:07 first pitch they start, so we'll go live about 1 o'clock tomorrow. There's lots of used hockey sports gear, especially the younger, enough to get your kids hooked. And you stuck with a future Bill Viking. That is very, very true. This is going to be thrown in, called strike 3 as he swings through it. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Otto Lopez, Abraham Toro, and Bo Naylor. Hey, Onyx, what's going on? WBC should add ABS. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Now that it's being used in the major leagues, you can bet it will make an appearance here eventually. And the Paralympics, watching ski. Oh, nice, Rick. This should be an easy game for Canada. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's been back and forth, but Canada, thanks to that big home run out to a 3-1 lead, which is nice to see. Canada, a 2-run home run and then a walk with the bases loaded is how Canada got their 3 runs. But hopefully they'll add some more with Lopez, Toro, and Bo Naylor. Would love to see Bo Naylor get going. Get the Naylor brothers putting up some numbers together. Be pretty good. Josh Naylor has a hit. O'Neill has a hit. Toro has a hit. And Casey has the hit. Those are the Canadian hits so far in this one. Toro's been having a good game. Let's see if he can keep it going. We do got a pitching change. Okela is coming out. Ezekiel Zabalita is now coming into this game. Ezekiel, he's 6 foot even. In the minors, let's see here. Where did he play? Interesting. There's no stats for him after 2021. That's interesting. It kind of goes blank. Okay, then. So we'll see. He's going to come in and pitch this one through. 75 mil can make anything more, or anyway, that gumdrop, that is for sure. If I had 75 mil, I would have to think about that. What would I do? 75 mil. I would definitely upgrade my house, move to a different house. I would fix up my studio, put a proper studio in for broadcasting. And then I don't know what I'd do. I'd go on a nice vacation, and then I'd probably invest most of it, donate some of it. There's a few things I would do, but 75 mil would be nice. Of course, you're going to pay a good portion of taxes. I'd sing the Bare Naked Ladies song 75 times. There you go. That would be nice. That would be a fun payday. All right. Zabletta coming in here. Lopez standing in. Lopez is 0 for 1 today. He got hit by a pitch. Got hit on the side of the hand. Let's see if he can get something started here in the bottom of the 6th. This one down low. 1-1. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to find a good backdrop. I kind of like this photo. I would like to do a tour of the actual room. That would be pretty fun. This one, good positioning. Call it a strike. Bring it up, framing that corner. So Colombia working through a lot of pitches again. It is preseason. It is early, so you do see a lot of pitchers in these games. And there's a strikeout as Lopez goes down swinging. Toro comes up. Toro had a double and a walk today. He did get an RBI. So here comes Toro. Come on. Come on. Hey, Daryl, how's it going? Just going on. Nice to be back here again. Daryl, nice to have you and good to see you. Hope things are going well. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Saturday midday. We've been busy already. It's funny. When I first looked at the Blue Jays schedule, this pitch coming in, catches the strike zone. I saw they were playing the Phillies again, and I said, really? Another Saturday? We're going to do Blue Jays Phillies? And then, of course, saw the game wasn't on TV, but Canada was on. So we're like, let's pick it up. Let's do it. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 call on Toro. Got stuck in the wall. You know, that stuck in the wall play, Viking. Oh my goodness. That drove me nuts. This one down low. And I'll tell you why, because with that official play, when it gets stuck in the wall and you put your hands up and say, it's stuck, it's stuck, it's stuck, you're supposed to leave it for the umpire to come over and rule on it, right? The umpire's supposed to come over and make the call. This one is going to be hit hard to the right side. That's going to be a fly out, and Toro is down. Instead, what happens is they say, it's stuck, it's stuck, it's stuck. And then they go over and kick it out and pull it up. You know, it was crazy. Yeah, Nathan Lucas with a big grand slam. Nathan Lucas hitting that big grand slam. Good for him. Good to see him going. So I think the Jays got hosed on that call. But I'm sure we'll be reminiscing about that and a lot of other plays throughout the season. It was pretty crazy. Won the Golden Season Canada 11 of 14. (3-1) Canada hanging on the lead. 2 outs here for Bo Naylor. Does Bo know? Going to take this one up high. Count goes to 1-1. I really like these Canada jerseys. Wow, they're pretty solid. They're pretty sweet. Naylor getting himself set. Here's the pitch. Swings, drives this one right to second. Good sliding grab over to first. In time, he is retired again, going to the 7th inning. For Jesus Morenga, who's 0 for 2 today. Daniel Veljan, who's 0 for 2. And Tito Polo, who's 1 for 2. So we're going in the final stretch here, folks. Top of the 7th inning in the World Baseball Classic. The Blue Jays, Team Canada and Colombia. Your fingers look like alien fingers. The alien fingers. That's really funny. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're here at almost at intermission. It's not really intermission. Any score yet in the Boston-Washington game? No score, 0-0. Big rivalry game coming up, the Rangers and the Devils. That is going to be a big one, of course. Standings, the National Hockey League, frustrating to look at, but look, Buffalo now tied with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Can you believe it? Tampa Bay Lightning, who was one of the top teams in the league, right? It was them in Colorado. Tampa has kind of dipped down a little bit. Buffalo now tied with Tampa Bay. And the Red Wings just behind with 77 points. Unreal. Montreal at 76 points. The Bruins at 73. Columbus Blue Jackets are knocking on the wild card door at 72. And the Ottawa Senators, listen, when they returned from break, Ottawa and Toronto were tied. Ottawa is now 4 points out of a wild card spot. Could the Senators find their way into a playoff position? That is going to be interesting. The Washington Capitals are right there as well. No, Sam, it's okay for Toronto to bandwagon to Buffalo like Buffalo fans. Absolutely. Listen, Buffalo is a 2-hour drive, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how you drive. Buffalo just across the border. Oh, you're going to have, come playoff time, a lot of people from Toronto, Hamilton, Niagara region going across the border to catch some Sabres playoff games. I'm fairly confident in that one. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a great series right now. Man, could you imagine if it ended right now, having a Buffalo-Detroit first-round matchup? Oh, my goodness, that would be exciting. That would be real exciting. What a divisional matchup that would be. All right, coming in from commercial break. Oh, that just got me a little excited for the NHL playoffs. We might get some very new and exciting first-round matchups. All right, back from commercial break. Skiro continues to throw here, the righty for Canada. I got to get me one of those hats. Those are nice. Taking a long look. Here's the pitch outside. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. What is the damage of one of these World Baseball Classic hats? Let's see. Canada baseball. Oh my goodness, 52.99. Wow. So a strikeout there. Good pitching. Big time strikeout. Let's see. What's this one? This one is $47.99. That's 2023. Unbelievable. Man, these are expensive. $52.99. The baseball jersey, the Canada jersey, $235. Highway robbery. That is with no name and number on it. Wow. Here's the pitch. Going to be hit sharply to first. Going to be a fair ball. And a nice play there by Naylor to grab it before it goes foul and step on it. That is nuts. $235 plus tax. But hey, it ships in one business day. Crazy. Is it signed? They wanted 65. Yeah, I know, Onyx. Its costs are crazy. It's funny, $234.99 for the blank one, but to get the Naylor one with name and number, it's $249. So for $15 more, you can get it with the name and number. Unreal, unreal. Maybe I'll buy the youth one for $150 and try and squeeze into it. That's it. We're buying the youth jersey and we're gonna put it on, make it look like we shop at Baby Gap. I don't even think I could fit into an extra large youth. All right, here's the pitch. Swing. This is going to be popped up deep in the right field. Catch is going to be made on the run. Clark pulls it in, and we're going to the bottom of 7. Owen Casey, who's 1 for 2. Denzel Clark, who's 0 for 2. And Edward Julian, as we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Canada hanging on to a 3-1 lead. Canada doing a nice job. Free is the best price tag. Few too many peanut butter hot dogs. Oh my goodness, the peanut butter hot dogs. Never again. Never again. Prices is getting expensive. It's getting beyond expensive. Absolutely beyond expensive for sure. It's great. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's like when you think about it, right? You could get that. Or a hockey jersey. Hockey jersey is pretty much about the same price. And there's a lot more material. A lot more material that goes into it. Good thing I didn't order that Bobby McMahon jersey. That would have been embarrassing. Still want to pick up a Seattle Kraken jersey, $255. That's the breakaway price? I thought that was the premier price. So it's funny. This is how weird the jerseys go, right? The Seattle Kraken, or the white jersey, is $254. And that's the that's with the name and number. My bad. $154. Okay, that makes way more sense. Way more sense. The premium is $199. The premium breakaway name and number $237. These prices are crazy. Best thing to do is grab them when they're on sale. I always check the sale items. Sometimes you pick up a good sale jersey. Remember my John Tavares jersey when I picked it up? Got it on sale. It was very reasonable. But it's not easy to find some good stuff. CAD. Those prices are CAD. I'm looking on the Canadian site. Like, you can get yourself a Mitch Marner jersey. Mitch Marner home premium jersey in blue for $75. That's a heck of a deal. White or blue for $75. You can get a Ryan O'Reilly jersey for $58. That's crazy. You want a Vancouver Canucks, you can get a Quinn Hughes. Well, those are youth. It's crazy. You get those, you get the get the sale ones and try to remove the name, put a new name patch over top of it. That's what you try and do. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Welcome in. Bonjour from Montreal. All right, Yapson Gomez. coming in. I digress. Gomez versus Casey now. Count is 1-1 here on Casey. Casey 1 for 2 today. Had that 2-run home run. This one misses high, but called a strike. 1-2 now. Oh, thank you, Beatrice. I appreciate that. Our merch, we got some good stuff. Some hats, some t-shirts. Got a few good things. At least I like to say so. Swing and a miss. Cassie's going to strike out on that one. Got to stay strong. Got to stay strong. Watch Canada starting to swing at a lot of random things right now. Got to keep things in a good place. You want to check out our merch, you can go over to our store. Check it out. Get a hat, a t-shirt. You can also go to our website, samwellb12experience.com. You can get merch through our website as well. You can find us on all social media through our website. This is going to be popped up in right center field. The catch is going to be made. And they drop it. Oh, my goodness. Clark comes into second base. A pop-up to right center. Little miscommunication. The ball is dropped. And Clark coming over to second base. There you go. That's why you never give up running. It caught the lip of the glove and just fell out. Oh, my goodness. Good on Clark to keep running, to keep going. You don't let up just because it's a routine fly ball. So all of a sudden now, with one down, Canada has a runner in scoring position, and here comes Julian. Takes the first pitch outside. Below is Sean. What's going on? Welcome in. Go Canada, go. Well, that was exciting. Didn't see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming at all. This one right in there for a strike. Who knows? Bobby could return. That's right, Josh. That's a good call. Bobby, who's a UFA, could decide to come and sign with Toronto. Now, Edward Julian is 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Now would be a great time to hit a single. Clark has a lot of speed. This one goes low. Going to be 2-1. What a bizarre play. You don't see that a lot. Promote Skittles to my merch manager. I need some. I need. I definitely need some help. Definitely need a team of people to start supporting. Only so much one can do on his own. Any social media managers up there want to volunteer? Skittles, did you email it to me? I don't know if I did. Email it to me if you have one. I just looked. I swear to God, I'm wearing the Sam's tie shirt right now with the leap. Nice, Rick. This one comes in, catches the corner, called a ball. That's going to be a walk. Wow. That was a strike all day, but it's called a ball. Canada going to have 2 on now with 1 out. Yeah, if you have merch ideas, email them over to me. I'll certainly take a look. I have a design that I would love to put up. I got to fix up my merch a little bit. And we got a pitcher's mound visit here. John Romero starting to get warmed up. Yeah, for sure. Send it over. I do want to make with our new logo design, this guy up here. We're got to replace our old logo. We got just the SB12 one up. So we got to make that change. There's a couple of things I have ideas for. I just no time to really put them together. And actually, it's funny. I forgot my password. I forgot how to log into my store. Scroll back. Okay, I still think A shirtless streaking Sam would be a Skittles. That's funny. I don't know how that would look like. Sorry, I thought you had designed something and sent it to me previously. This is going to be popped up. Create a contest for the best t-shirt, and the winner gets a prize and a free shirt. Well, I could do that. We could absolutely do that. I do want to give away some more merch. I just got to clean it up. But we got some good stuff. This is going to be hit hard up the middle. That's going to get through. That should score 1. Coming in hard is Clark, and he scores. Canada puts a 4 up on the board. Good stuff. Good stuff. There was another site that I used that did these hats that I actually like a lot. These hats I like better than the ones I have on my site today. These ones are actually through the Streamlabs store. These are great. I have this in white and in black, and I love those hats. They are very, very comfortable hats, and they came out quite well. So we do got to replace those ones. I did buy, I have a sweatshirt upstairs, but I bought the wrong size, and it's a little tight. I'll design something for you today. I was thinking of using a maple leaf with salmon. Yeah, no, hey, no worries. I'm open. If you guys have some time and want to design something and send it over, we'll we'll review it. And if we can put something together, I would love to. I would love to be able to do a line of merch designed by fans for fans. Hey, Will, how's it going? Go Canada. What's up? Want to know what is funny? Fish. As long as it's appropriate. Sure. More runs, more runs, more runs. Runners on the corners. O'Neill coming up now. 4-1 Canada, bottom of the 7th inning. Lunch has arrived. Makes Sam looking like Michelangelo's David with the maple leaf. Nice, Onyx. But it has to be copyright friendly, right? If we're gonna put it on a t-shirt, it can't have actual copyrighted logos or material. I want a TFD checking. That's funny. That's very funny. Definitely. For lunch today, it's okay. I don't have any room. A&W is on the menu for today. I'll have that after. Maybe the chicken buddy. That's easy. I'll take the drink though. So A&W on the menu today. Good Canadian burger brand for a Canadian game. A&W, if you want to sponsor me, I'd love to. Show one of your t-shirts. Rick, you know what? I don't have. They're upstairs. They're upstairs. Hang on. Take that. Take that. There you go. Boom. There we go. Got a little chicken buddy burger to snack on during the stream, and we'll have the teen burger afterwards. But yeah, I have a couple of my own shirts. I have the one, Rick, you have with the maple leaf with the logo and the crossing of the sticks, and the Zamboni shirt. I like that one. Get out of my dreams, get into my Zamboni. Little pop-up, O'Neill gonna fly out, and 2 down. And if you've seen the movie License to Drive, that's where I got that from. License to Drive. With the song Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car, one of the classics from back in the 80s. All right, that's going to bring up Tyler Black now. Tyler Black with 2 down, got 2 on. Come on, Tyler. Put this one in play. Grab a napkin. Yeah, big fan of A&W. This pitch is going to be high, just missed. 98 miles an hour, some good velocity from Zuniga. I don't think we've seen velocity that high really yet here in this tournament. Naylor in a rundown. Canada trying to steal home. Canada's going to get thrown out at home. Naylor started stealing second. They kind of stood up to throw it to second. Then Canada tries to steal home. It's thrown to home, and Canada tagged out at the plate. Caught stealing home. Not something you see all the time. Good, Rick. I'm glad. Let's go to Archie's Auto. I've never heard of this place, Dallas. Archie's Automatic. Hey, Dodgers Juice, what's going on? The Japan 2026 back-to-back like the Dodgers. This morning, Japan and Korea was bringing the heat. Bringing the heat. Yeah, poor base running there. I'm just going to... Did they give me 2 tops to my bun? That's kind of weird. Hang on, I'm going to have a quick bite. Kevin Pillar, RJ Shrek. Stealing home is so exciting. All right. Rally, not really. Sam's Archie's Automatic. Oh, the drive-in restaurant. Oh my goodness, Dallas. That's really funny. I like that. I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but it was a fun one. I'm like, what is this place? Man, drive-in restaurants. Do those still exist anywhere? Where you pull up and they kind of bring the food out to the car. They're so cool. That's right. Gotta love the Corys. Dodger, it's on Apple TV. I will have to see if we get it up here in Canada. Oh, as I spit my food out. Hopefully you didn't see that. I'll have to check. I know we have different licenses on the different streaming channels. Joshua says nope. Oh, rats. Sonic in Arizona has drive ups. Oh, it's a little far for me to go from Toronto. Welcome in. Going to Great Britain versus US. Nice. That should be an easy one for US. That should be an easy one. Sure is. Stealing home causes the team to argue. Yes, it's a drive-through with extra waiting time. Extra waiting time. All right, top of the 8th inning. We are in the home stretch here. Canada with a 4-1 lead, and we got a pitch hitter coming in. Carlos Arroyo going to come in to pitch hit. We got Mika Ashman for Canada on the mound. A lot of pitchers being used here today. All right, Prep, have a good one. Good luck to the nephew. I want to go to the Dodgers versus Blue Jays. Can't wait for the Blue Jays to beat the Dodgers this year. Swing and a foul. Count stays at 0-2. Beatrice, I did not, but I tell you, I loved the Canada Cup games back in the 90s. Absolutely loved the Canada Cup games. You can rent it on Prime for $5. This went up high, 1 and 2. You know what I just bought on Prime because I was dying to watch it? The movie Grandma's Boy. Grandma's Boy, which is a Happy Madison production. I've been craving to watch it for such a long time. Couldn't find it anywhere, and I saw I could buy it on Prime for $5. I'm like, yep. And there's a strikeout. Ashman getting the strikeout. Nice pitch. We used to have drive-up fast food in Hamilton. Oh, that's cool. Skittles, it is. It's extremely difficult. I saw U.S. versus Canada, all the great ones. Oh, That would be so much fun. Yeah, Canada Cup was wild back in the day. The great Nick Swartzen. Gorash, he's so funny. He is so funny. And you don't even realize how many movies he's in. The more I've been watching, obviously, all the Adam Sandler movies, but the more you watch, all of a sudden I'm like, hey, there he is again. Hey, there he is again. He's like Waldo. He pops up in everything. This pitch in there for a strike, 94 miles an hour. Ashman delivering ahead 0-2 against the other Arroyo. The brothers getting in here. Michael Arroyo. Sounded like I said Rutro. Michael Arroyo coming in here, batting after his brother during the lockout. 6 more outs. 6 more outs. This one misses. Want to go to my first Blue Jays game this year? Joshua, you should. You need to. Glenn, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, by the way, Joshua and Chanel, for the hearts. So gonna hit him. Ashman with a little bit of an ouchie, a little bit of an oopsie daisy, and a base runner now for Colombia. So 1 out, 1 on. This one just comes a little inside and catches him on the back of the leg, the fatty part of the leg. So that's going to be a good bruise. Ran out of milk for my tea, so using powdered milk. Oh my goodness, gumdrop. Powdered milk in tea. To me, that just says nope. Joshua, what's going on? Go Twins. Are the Twins going to have a good year this year? We will see. Ramirez going to hit this one, driving this one to right center. That's going to drop in. Uh-oh, it's going to go to the wall. Here comes the run, trying to turn the corner on the way home. Here it comes. No, they can't even cut it off properly. And what the heck? Arroyo with the weirdest slide coming home. He trips up, kind of stumbles, falls, kind of bounced off his stomach, back up, rolls over, and touches home plate. And Arroyo is in all kinds of discomfort as he crashed and burned hard. Crashed and burned hard, turning around third base, chugging it home, just goes down hard. Got back up and made the touch. Canada throwing it in for the cutoff. They dropped it and bobbled it. And all of a sudden it's 4-2 here with a runner on second and 1 out. Just a guest. Good to see you. Welcome in. A Tiger bounce. That's right. He's going to sit down on the steps by the bench, catch his breath. I'm sure that knocked the wind out of him. That was just ugly. So here's the run. He comes around. Oh, he toe picks. He toe picked with his left foot, then toe picked with his right foot, goes down, falls just before the dirt of home plate, and scrambles back. Good wherewithal to scramble home, thinking the throw was coming, but that hurts. Not only does it hurt knocking the wind out of yourself, it hurts the ego because that's going to be played all over social media. Here's Rodriguez with a 1-1 count. Here's a pitch. Hit to short, picked up, looked the runner back to second, throwing it over to first, and now there's 2 down. Good toss. Thank you for hitting those subscribes, the folks that have, and the follows. We appreciate it. Make sure you are tapping that thumbs up, and if you haven't hit that subscribe yet, now would be a good time to do so. We'll be back tomorrow with the Blue Jays and the Tigers for some preseason action. Hey, maybe we'll get another Nathan Lucas grand slam. It is a split squad game tomorrow. Half the team going to play Baltimore at their base, and the other half coming to Dunedin to take on the Blue Jays. So we'll see by the luck of the draw which half of roster we get in Dunedin. I feel like the better players will be in Dunedin, and they'll send more of the youngsters out on the road. 1-0 the count. This one in there for a strike. That was a good pitch. 1-1 evens it up. Chocolate milk and coffee. Diamond, yeah. I like put the I put it through the The Tim Hortons like ice cap slushy stuff in with chocolate milk. Delicious. This one is going to be a ball, 2-1. There you go. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Oh, Brandon, I didn't hear that. Thank you for posting it. Oh, this one has popped up. In foul territory, Canada with a beat going towards the fence. And no, it's going to be into the stands. Into the stands. 75 million would buy a house in Dunedin. Beatrice, it might buy a few houses in Dunedin. Eric Sarantola getting warmed up now. Sarantola going to come in potentially to close this one out. Only use chocolate milk. There you go. This one is going to be low. Full count now. 3-2 on Solano. Donovan Solano rhymes with Pedro Serrano. For you Major League fans out there. I don't know. Man, I was just watching Major League the other day. This one is going to be turned on, hit like Serrano, but that's going to be foul. Solano getting a good bat on that. Jamaica Dave, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. What is this? The World Baseball Classic, Canada, Colombia, for baseball supremacy, or just round robin action. Black Sox fan, I give my condolences to Troy Murray as well. Lots of Blackhawk fans are sad. R.I.P. to Troy. Here's Ashman set to deliver. Wind is picking up. Miss is outside. He's going to walk him. So Ashman in some trouble here. 2 on, 2 outs, 4-2. It's a 2-run ball game. So Ernie Witt is going to come out. Urshela is coming up now. We'll see. Is Ashman going to get pulled? So a slow walk out to the mound. And there's the signal. We are going to get a substitute pitcher coming in. Ashman's day is done. He started off well, but he kind of pitched like Ash over the last inning or so. So I couldn't resist. The Ashman, it's not my fault, folks. It's just right there for the taking. Canada versus Colombia. Does anyone know what's going on with the World Cup this year? I do not. So let's see here. Oh, a lot of these. Do we know who's coming in? We did get a pitch runner as Brian Bulvas comes in for Solano. And we're getting a pitch hitter here for Ashman. Right? I mean, Skittles. Stuff just writes itself. Just writes itself. Eric Sarantola is going to come in and take over. Joshua, how's it going? Welcome in. So Urshela going to take on Sarantola. Sarantola wants to shut it down. Another big, tall pitcher, 6'5", 225. Canada has a lot of pitchers, 6'4", 6'5". Big guys, and that seems to be a real trend in the majors as well. A lot of big pitchers. Guys are getting taller and taller with that large stride down off the mound. All right, let's take a little look at the other scores going on right now. The Boston Bruins up 1-0 over the Washington Capitals. And it is nobody. They haven't posted the goal scorer yet. They're making me dig to find it out. It's going to be Pavel Zacha getting the goal from David Pasternak and Charlie McAvoy. So that is the first goal so far. Taking a look at the Blue Jays score. No score yet. Blue Jays and Phillies. That one is in the top of the third. Here comes Sarantola. Step right up, step right up. Cashman burnout. First pitch, swing and a miss on a wild pitch. Able to jump on this quickly, not allow the runners to advance. Terrible pitch to swing at by Ursula. Wow. Come on, there goes the warm-up game theory. That's right. Burns like, yeah, Jonathan, welcome in. Hey, Daryl, I told my wife today about the trade deadline and what the Leafs did, or should I say didn't do. She is not a happy camper. Yeah, Daryl, it is yikes. It is yikes. Here we go. Sarantola delivers, swing and a miss again, and he's going to get him. The big hitter swings and strikes out on 3 pitches. My goodness. Going to the bottom of the 8th, Tyler Black, Otto Lopez, and Abraham Toro coming up as Canada hanging on to that 2-run lead. We take another bite. It's lunchtime. There we go. Canada. Rick, is that their first medal of the Paralympic Games? Way to go, Canada. What'd you think of C's coming to Toronto? As a Sox fan, you hate it. So we've seen him pitch once so far, at least that I've seen, and I quite enjoyed it. I thought he pitched well. He's going to be a big arm for the Blue Jays. Great velocity, great pitches. The only problem, and we kind of saw this in the last game, is the control. If he can buckle up his control, if he can nail that down, he's going to be huge, huge. Hey, Travis, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, Travis is crazy. Lavish, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go. Under 10.5 is looking good. Yes, indeed it is. Sitting at 6 right now. Sitting at 6. Making the way through. But yeah, I think Cease is going to be a very interesting pickup. Toronto's rotation is going to be wild. It is going to be really, really, really good. But is it going to play out the way we expect it to? That is the question. His second half typically falls off a bit. Usually gets off to strong starts. So, and that's going to be really important. That's going to be really important. And especially if, depending on how Toronto's game goes, you know, if they can have the hot summer like they had last year, you know, if they can play well in the first half and he can be strong, and then the offense picks up in the second half, even if the pitching kind of drops a little bit, I think it'll be okay. Hey, Koak. Starts tonight. For next year, yeah, Tyler Rogers is going to look good. Tyler Rogers is going to look good. Mad Max, yeah, I'm very curious, Rick, how they're going to use Scherzer. Will he be a regular rotation spot? Will he be a reliever? We'll have to see. This pitch is going to miss. Zunga coming in to face Black. Ball doesn't fly in Puerto Rico. Your friend played there. Yeah, I guess with the heat or the humidity kind of brings that ball down. Oh, my goodness. Little river dance, tippy toes there to get out of the way as that one was coming towards the legs. To win the division this year, we had a strong offseason, made some excellent moves. Yeah, and I mean, really, it comes down, we know Yankees and Boston are going to be in the thick of it. Did Baltimore improve enough? It's going to be tough. It's going to be really hard. This one in there for a strike at 97. Wow. Diaz, Ursula, and Aurora coming into this game now. Some defensive changes here for Colombia. Reliever, I would hope. Yeah, I would think. I'd like to see him as a kind of a late inning reliever, almost like a setup guy. Or if Hoffman is struggling, maybe he becomes your closer. This one misses high at 97. Count goes to 3-1. Someone said stir fry. I think the Yankees will struggle. Their pitching staff is still weak. Yeah, I mean, and the Yankees make up for their weak pitching with hitting, but if they're an interesting case study, that's for sure. This pitch is going to miss. A walk to Canada, so Canada gets another base runner on. Closer, sure, why not? Yeah, that would be interesting, right? It sure would be interesting. Scherzer will be 6-man if Lauer doesn't show he can still pitch. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Blue Jays are going to pull out this year. You know, last year, obviously, they played above their grade, played higher than anybody, I think, originally thought. Now there's this expectation. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And you can't pay much stock. I know they don't have a great preseason record. You can't pay much stock into that. Hoffman going to have a comeback year this year. Oh, going to steal second in there. It goes into the outfield. Going to run the third. There you go. Good base running. Tyler Black steals second. The pickoff misses and goes into the outfield, and he moves over to third base. So a stolen base and a throwing error, and all of a sudden, Canada's got a runner on third. There we go. There we go. Nobody is more motivated than the guy that blew the save in Game 7 of the World Series. That's true, Diablo Girl. You know that's got to be eating at it. Just eating at him. And, you know, here in Toronto, we like to relive things on social media over and over and over. So you know he's not getting away from it. You just got to put it out of the mind. You can't let it bother you. I had US minus 9.5 last night. That was one of the best sweats I've ever had. Here's the 1-1. This is going to be popped up. Shallow center field underneath it. This catch is going to be made. No chance for the tag up. Black kind of fakes it. Tests the arm from Polo, and that one's going to be thrown in. So 1 out now. 1 out. Runner on third. Hey, Josh, so all over the place. I mean, yes, there's some MLBs, some major leaguers, some minor leaguers. All right, Beverly, I'm hoping. But all the last pitchers get, yeah, it was a little wild. Stolen base. So when you, without a hit, when you steal from one base to another. So you steal the base. Thank you for hitting those subscribes, by the way. Appreciate it. Come on, Canada. They're hanging on here in Pool A. Their first game off to a good start. Can they add another run? Here's Toro. Toro smashes this. This is going deep. This is over the head of the left fielder. It's going to hop. It's going to 2-hop, 3-hop, goes to the wall. Picked up. One run is going to score as Black is in. Here he comes into 3. Sliding in Toro in there with a triple. My goodness, he's got a double and a triple today. And it's 5-2 Canada. I was making fun of the typos. Oh, that's okay, Skittles. I had to think about that for a little bit. I'm like, I'll just let it know in case maybe somebody doesn't watch baseball doesn't know. The only stealing we condone. There you go. From the Saskatoon Berries. Oh, that, Josh, that I'm not sure. That I'm not sure. That's pretty cool. They went undefeated, though. I heard about it. I didn't see it. Oh, this one is hit hard. And that's going foul. Bo Naylor driving this one way foul off the roof of the ambulance there in the left side. Forget about Ohtani's grand slam. Nathan Lucas had a big grand slam. Rob, thanks for subscribing. Thanks everybody who's hit those subs. This is going to be popped foul, 97 miles an hour. 1 and 2. Again, one out, runner on third. I don't proofread. Me neither. The Netherlands making you sweat now? Are they up? Here's a pitch to Naylor. That one is going to be low. 1-1. Netherlands and Nicaragua now tied at ones. That one is already in the 6th inning. Well, that game is moving. No score in Brazil, Italy. That's in the bottom of the 3rd. Watching all around. Waiting. Here's the pitch. Bo's going to hit this one. That's going to drop in. Another base hit. Scores another run. 6-2. Bo Naylor comes through. Now we're talking. And thank you, Rob. Thank you, Anthony. Thanks, everybody, for hitting those subscribes today. We appreciate it. Helping grow our channel here for some World Baseball Classic action. Really, really good job just driving this one. All right, so we're going to get another pitching change here, it looks like. And where, oh, where? Let's change this up here. Trying to find, where did it go? The Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, oh, there it is. My goodness. I'm like, why can't I find the Blue Jays score? 0-0 right now. 0-0. Blue Jays and Phillies. That one going to the, I guess it's in the bottom of the, nope, top of the 4th inning. Heineman is currently up. That one not on TV here. Start the car. Start the car. We got a nice lead. Hey, Cole, welcome in. Lavish, thank you for hitting that follow. Appreciate it. Everybody helping us out. By the way, over on the talk, I mean, we're on all social media, but over on the talk, we are coming up. I got to check our, let me pull this up here real quick. We are getting so close to 8,000 followers over on the talk. So if you're on the talk, go on, give us a follow. Find us, Samuel B12. Of course, we're on all the other platforms as well. On the tubes, the IG, over on IG, it's Samuel B12 Experience. You can find us and give us a follow. Hey, Sharon, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us here today. Matt Jack, what's up? Welcome in. Skis goes before Tommy John. You think midway by next season? Really? Why, Robert, why are you predicting so early? You think it'll come that quick? We did hit a nice Skeens card, by the way. I left it on the table. I'll bring it out for the Jays game tomorrow. I bought a couple not hobby boxes, a couple hanger boxes and a blaster box of some 26 Topps baseball cards. I'll bring those over, show you some of the hits that we got. There's some good stuff. All right, Romero comes into this one. He's going to face Casey. Casey had that big home run, 2 runs. John Romero, 23 games. This is his 2nd WBC appearance. Bottom of the 8th inning. This one way up high. Josh coming in with the super sticker. Josh, thank you so very much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Drop some baseballs in the chat. Say thank you for the super sticker. My winter was great. So much hockey. So much hockey. we spent way too much time in hockey rinks. I'm still trying to warm up. Had a Skeens Topps Chrome Gold to 50 rookie auto and sold it last year. That nice. Show me what's going on. Welcome in. But how was your winter? Hope it went well. Gumdrop and I are getting together for cheesecake. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. I think Canada's a lot stronger than people predicted. I like how Rodriguez said he would be. Yeah. I don't put too much stake into what he says. All right, Cassie's having a good game. 6-2 Canada. Keep it rolling. Come on, Cassie. He said still only one out. Count is 3-1. You know this pitch is coming right over. And it is. And he turns and drives this one. A broken bat blooper into center field. Naylor's going to run over to third. So runners on the corners with Bo. Naylor some heads up running. And Casey picks up a single. Good work. Nice, Rick. 2 silvers and a bronze. We'll take it. Cheering for Toronto's own Casey. It was too cold for arenas. It was. I tell you, there were some nights we would come home and it would just take, we'd get under the blankets and it just took so long to warm up. Some of these older rinks are just terribly cold. But hey, we go back to a rink later on today. It doesn't stop. Big props to Dina B. Had the boy at the rink yesterday. We're going to be at the rink today. She's going to go take him again tomorrow. Here comes Clark, going to drop the bunt. Shows bunt. Pulls it away and takes strike. Ooh, we going to try a little squeeze bunt here. Little bunt down the first base line. Try to bring in the runner. That would be something special. Haven't seen that for a long time. This coming in. Doesn't show bunt. Takes it in for a ball. Canada can win this group if they beat Cuba. Should beat the others. Yeah, it would be awesome. It would be awesome to see them do that. Canada had to fight to gain some respect on the soccer pitch. Fighting to gain some respect on the diamond, and they can do it. Showing bunt again, pulls it away and has to jump out of the way as Clark almost goes parallel to the ground as he leapt away from that one. Lots of cheesecake. Man, I haven't had cheesecake for a while. So delicious. All right, Clark has said he's 0 for 3 today, but he did score a run. Here's that pitch, popping this one up. Right center field's coming over. That's going to be a catch. Going to rifle this one in. Tagging up, it's going to score a run, comes to second, and good heads-up base running. So they tag up to bring a runner home, and as the throw comes towards home, they tag up and run to second. So another run for Canada, 7-2, and they do advance as Casey moves over to second base. Good work there by Casey. No respect, no respect. Fun fact, the actress on the Golden Girls hated cheese. Really? How can you hate cheesecake? So I'll be honest, and Gumdrop, you're going to be mad at me. I'm not a fan of red velvet. Not a fan of red velvet. Here's a pitch inside, ball one. Who's calling me? Don't you know there's a baseball game on right now? Send you to voicemail. Double steal on the sac fly. Gotta love it. Julian is 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Takes that one low, 2-0. Cake Boss calling. I used to love when he had that reality show, Cake Boss. It was so good. Then boy, did it drop off. Never hate cheesecake, but red velvet is not good. Beatrice agrees. This one down low. They want to change your car insurance. Yeah. Canadian fact, it was us that brought baseball to the Netherlands. It was after World War II. Lots of Canadian vets stayed there. Interesting. I didn't know that, Viking. I do know during World War II, my grandfather actually played for the Canadian Army team. And he was supposed to go over in World War II and fight. And instead, he was called back because he had to pitch. And it probably saved him. Here's a pitch coming down. Wild pitch. That's going to advance the runner over to third base. Hassan, I don't know the rules of cricket that much, but it's a fascinating game. A fascinating game. I don't watch a lot of it, but from what I've seen, I think it's the way they pitch the hard ball and have to hit. And, you know, I don't understand the rules, but I enjoy it. And I know it is super popular. Oh, nice, Beatrice. I have my grandfather's jacket up, his Canadian military jacket, hanging in my closet upstairs. Because of the wool, though, because they were all wool back then, it's shrunken quite a lot. There you go, Gumdrop. We won't steal it. Puerto Rico, they're going to win. I'm telling you, they're going to win. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, 2 on for Canada. Josh Naylor at the dish. John Romero struggling here, trying to get through this one. Prize possessions for sure. Ice cream cake. There you go. Ice cream cake all day. Can we add another? Canada raking in the runs. 7-2. Although, for anyone who took the 9.5, you don't want any more runs. You want it to just sit as it is right now, as they're sitting at 9 total runs. Come on, Canada. Naylor calls time. He's going to take a step back. Tomorrow, Canada plays Panama at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll have to take a look and see what we're doing tomorrow night. I know we got the Blue Jays in the afternoon. I didn't even look the schedule for tomorrow night. And I got to back up here. So this one in there for a strike. Let's make sure. What's on tap for the NHL tomorrow night? Oilers and Golden Knights at 9:30. It's going to be a good game. Sabres and Lightning tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That's going to be an interesting one for sure. They want to appeal it. He did not go. 3-1 the count goes to now. 3-1 the count. Josh Naylor, 4 at-bats today. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI, and a strikeout. Come on, Naylor. Let's see if Canada can keep it going, or are we going to move along to the top of the 9th? Naylor stepping in, a 3-1 count. Runners on the corners. Pitch clock down to 5 seconds. Romero looking, 3-2, now delivers, and he's going to walk him. So the bases are loaded up with 2 outs. Bases are jacked. We are set to go. I don't mind Bichette going to the Mets. Here comes O'Neill with the bases juiced. You know, Bo Bichette, the Mets are going to learn very quickly. I don't think his defense can hold up at third base. It's early, and I'm going to ignore what we've seen in this spring training so far, but I think he's not going to be a good third baseman. Hey, Gil, what's going on? Here's a pitch low. Ball 1. Canada has already scored a run today with the bases loaded as they took a walk Tyler O'Neill is 1 for 3 today. He already does have a walk. Romero getting himself set, delivering. Ooh, misses up high. Going to go to 2-0 right now. 2-0. Listen, Bo still have a great hitting year. He will have a great hitting year. We know he's an elite hitter, but he is far less than an elite fielder, in my opinion. Most fascinating thing about baseball is that it requires such mental aptitude. Yeah, you're not wrong. It certainly does. This one misses low. 3-0 count now. He's going to get 200 hits. His glove is suspect. Yep. And that's what they're paying for, right? They paid him a lot of money for his bat. But will their fielding hurt him? Or his fielding, will it hurt them? Pitch count all the way down to his second. Delivers, and he's going to walk him. So Canada's going to score a run again by a walk with the bases loaded. And that burns anybody who took the under at 9.5 as we now go to 10 total runs. Pari, how's it going? Welcome in. Ishara, welcome in. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So Casey strolls across, coming in, and Tyler Black going to find his way back up to the mound. We are going to get a pitching change here, as Luis Escobar going to make his way into this game. Luis Escobar signed to Colombia. Spent some time with the Pittsburgh Pirates of the National League. His career regular season, a 7.94 ERA. So we'll see how he's going to buckle down. As Escobar going to step in here. Canada still has the bases loaded. 2 outs, though, on the board. I'm so happy to see Paul Quantrill and Russell Martin. Yeah, Russell Martin always puts a smile on my face. Always puts a smile on my face. Whoopsie daisies. I apologize. I have no idea what that translates to, but welcome in. Hopefully it's appropriate. My Phillies are about to score. Oh, Seth, the Phillies coming in. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Sorry, bear with me a quick moment. All right, let's see if you can translate it to English. That would be great. Saying "Let's go." Let's go indeed. But thank you for coming in. Let's do it, right? Let's go. Blue Jays Dodgers rematch. Oh, would love it. Oh, love it. I think that would be so exciting. I think that would be so much fun to get a rematch. All right, Tyler Black now going to be facing Escobar. He got it all started. Can he finish it? Bases loaded, 2 outs. What is he going to do? Again, if you're just joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe for us. And he swings at the first pitch, going to pop it up. Shallow left on the run, coming over, going to make the catch. Well, that was anticlimactic. A long inning. We're going to the top of the 9th as the Blue Jays put up 4 in that one. The Blue Jays. Canada put up 4 in that one. Coming up, Jesus Morega, Daniel Valina, and Tito Polo coming up as Colombia down to their last 3 outs. Their last 3 outs. There we go. Sorry, just trying to munch on some lunch. But let's do it. Hopefully, we can do this. We can knock it out. I'd love to see Canada take this one home, right? Take it home, bring it home, Canada. You got it. You got it. All right, Par, I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're saying. If you want to translate it to English, I'm sorry. I'm Dilla. Well, Dilla, welcome in. Welcome in. And again, thank you for being here with us. Again, I apologize. I trying to translate it on the fly, but I hope you're enjoying our coverage. Oh boy, gonna be a big game here. Big finish. President Pitbull, what's going on? US is gonna beat Canada just like they did in hockey. President Pitbull, if US does not have a better tournament than Canada, then something is wrong. Listen, Canada is an up and comer when it comes. Yeah, gumdrop, it certainly does. US should beat Canada. US is supposed to have a much better team. Canada is the up and coming in baseball. But let's see if they can put this one down. US and the Dominican in the final. Okay. I don't think US is going to get to the final. I think the Dominican will. But that is going to be a good one. Right now, Washington has tied it up. Washington and Boston now tied 1-1 in that game. And if we take a look, still no score. Philly and Toronto. That game is underway. No score. End of the 5th inning. Which starters in here for the Blue Jays? Nathan Lucas, Heineman, Straw, really the major leaguers in that one. All right, here we go. Final 3 outs for Colombia. Can they get back in this one? Or is Canada going to shut it down? Swinging at the first pitch over to short. To first in time. 1 down, 1 down. Colombia down to their last 2 outs. Santola getting it done. Santola getting it done. Here we go, Santola. Let's do this now. Let's do this. No more runs. Yeah, I can't believe it. It wasn't long ago we were looking at this saying, no way it's going to get to 9 runs. And here we are at 10. Australia, Mexico for the final. That would be a shocker. That would be a shocker. This one coming in. Yeah, I said Aaron Judge. Anytime you put Aaron Judge on somewhere, you're gonna knock it, right? That guy can hit. Below and set. Here's a pitch, Santola. This one is popped up. Hit short center fields. Underneath it, and the 2 Canadians collide, and they drop the ball going to second, and he's tagged out. He's thrown out going for second. But a huge collision there as the shortstop was backing up, who clearly waved it off. The center fielder, Clark, was coming in, and Clark was calling for it. And as the center fielder comes in and calls it off, you're supposed to back away. And he did not. And they just collide into each other. So the ball was dropped. He's thrown out, tagged, sliding into second base. And that's going to be 2 down. Colombia had a breath of fresh air, but thrown out. And now we're getting a pitching change as Ceratola's day is done. He only threw 3 pitches. So his day is done. Why take him out? Nicaragua had 2 outs, nobody on, and now have the bases loaded. Wow, a lot of action with 2 outs. A lot of action with 2 outs. A big win. Taking a look, there it is, 1-1. Brazil and Italy, no score in that game either. Crazy. Isn't baseball so absolutely wild? Baseball 101. That's right. Infielder's fault, 100%. 100%. He should have backed away. Should have backed away, but did not. And a little collision comes to a drop ball. Luckily, it doesn't matter. They were still able to throw him out at second base. And a heads-up play, not to sit and argue, to pick up that ball and throw it in. So a very, very big heads-up play. Needed that one to come through, right? My goodness. They just like to make it interesting. They just like to make it interesting. How about baseball for fool? Oh my goodness. Just play like you're supposed to. Just play like you're supposed to. Unreal. So interesting. We've seen that's 2 drop balls now. 1 drop ball for each team here. Clark and Lopez coming together. He's calling, I got it. He's looking up. And Lopez did not back up, did not pull away. Lopez was calling, I got it. Clark was coming in behind saying, I got it. Lopez should have pulled away, but he did not. Anyways, other than the 2 going to have words, I'm sure, after this game, the out is still retired. So here comes Philippe Aumont. His 4th career WBC appearance. So he's going to step in here. 2 outs on the board. First pitch is going to be up high at 92 miles an hour. 1-0. Oh my goodness. International team champion, 3 world records. Beverly, that's incredible. When you talk to her, please pass along my congratulations. Pitch going to be up high. Counts as a strike, however. Has not pitched professionally since 2019 for Philippe Aumont. First professional appearance since 2019. Strike 2. Very nice pitch. Good movement there. Chato and Schwarzer as MVP winners. That's pretty good. All right, 2 outs. 1-2 is the count. Aumont, his first appearance since 2019. Delivers way outside. That's going to skip to the backstop. 37 years of age. He was a former top prospect. Late breaking curveball. Takes a deep breath. Gonna deliver. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out, and Canada picks up the victory. Canada defeats Colombia 8-2. What a game. Colombia, 1 run in the 3rd, 1 run in the 8th. They scored 2 on 6 hits. They also had 2 errors. Canada scored 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 7th, 4 in the 8th for 8 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. Canada picks up the win, a huge win in the World Baseball Classic. That was awesome. That was very, very awesome. Good to see. Good to see. All right, baseball fans, we'll be back tomorrow for the Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. That is going to be a 1 o'clock afternoon game, and then we'll have to look into tomorrow evening. I have no idea what plans we have, so I'm going to take a look at that. But tomorrow, Blue Jays, 1 o'clock. We'll see you then. Oh, my goodness. Canada with the big victory, picking up the win. Nice. Absolutely nice. Thank you, Mods, for everything you do. Blue Sean, yeah, that's important to win the first game. Absolutely. Very, very important. Thank you, Mods, for doing what you do. Much appreciated. Thank you, Josh, for the super chat. And thank you, everybody who hit that like, hit that subscribe, and just hung out for an afternoon of baseball. We'll see you again real soon if you missed it. My name is Sam. It's been a pleasure to bring you this game. It was a lot of fun, and we'll see you all real soon. I'm going to go finish my lunch properly. Take care, everybody. Have a great Saturday. Go, Canada, go.